there was senior officers.
Yes, what was supposed to happen? This contingent has left Kaptembwa.
Yes.
We are now at the next police station. What procedure is supposed to take place at that? Administrative procedures.
Yes.
Yes.
We follow what we are.
Are you supposed to do any other entry? Like now
Yes,
you have
yes, it should. Procedurally, it should be done.
Correctly, that is
As
not
part of a procedure.
that a contingent has left Kaptembwa to Lanet, right?
Yes.
Was that where is that done? Where are those entries done? Not maybe you don't do guesswork here.
The IO can.
No, where is the entry done? When you go to the Lanet police
the current book.
or your current book, which police station?
The one that you go.
Which in this case, which one? Lanet. You got your file, your police file with you. Kindly give us an extract of where that entry was done.
I think that will be the
No. It is you who is there.
Yes.
The IO will come, will have his day. Show us from the police
I
file.
believe the entries are the old these.
Excuse me, I have advised you once more to desist from using that word belief. Here we don't work with beliefs.
Okay.
Here we work with facts. Show us where that is in the police file.
That is the duty of the IO, as I said.
No.
It is not my duty.
Mr. Asman,
Yes.
you will not tell me how to do my work.
I'm not
I am well
explaining.
learned
I'm
and
explaining
well
the best
schooled
that
in
I
this
know.
field.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you do what I am asking you to do,
Yes.
not what you want to do. Show us the entry.
Your Honor, I believe.
Is the entry there or not?
Your Honor, I believe it is the duty of the investigating officer who is conversant with this file.
Mr. Witness, would you kindly answer me the question that I am asking? And I will press to this until you give me a satisfactory answer. Is the entry of what transpired at Lanet police station captioned by MOB
The answer cannot be
that you know whereof?
The answer cannot be given by this police
I'm
file. It can be given by the actual OB. The actual occurrence book, one in the next, the other one in Kaptembwa, can explain.
Who was supposed to do that entry at Lanet police station?
As everyone tells, it is the senior most in that.
In this case, who was the senior most?
I said.
In this case, who was the senior most
at Lanet
officer?
or in Kaptembwa.
Who was the senior most officer who left Kaptembwa to Lanet?
Inspector Samson Leto.
Inspector
Samson Leto.
Samson.
Yes.
Is he the one that was responsible or supposed to do the entries at the OB at Lanet?
As procedures, the senior most.
So in this case, who was to do it? The senior most officer at Lanet or the at Lanet?
At Kaptembwa, it should have been the
We are now past Kaptembwa. We are at Lanet.
Down at Lanet, it should have been either Mr. Lanat or anybody he designated to.
Yes.
To review the report.
So what was the role of Mr. Samson upon arrival at Lanet?
He was tasked to be.
No, in terms of administrative
Yes.
and making sure that there is proper transition from Kaptembwa to Lanet of his officers. Yes, I'm interested in that transition.
Upon arrival, he reported to Mr. Lanat.
Yes.
That is what he should have done.
Yes, then upon report to Mr. Langat, what happens next?
The briefing was
Administrative. I'm interested about the
I
OB.
believe yes. A report should be made.
Was that what made?
I believe it's there.
Don't believe. Was it made or not made?
That cannot.
I want a yes or a no answer.
Personally, I did not make it.
No, it's not you. You're not the senior most. Was the report made?
I don't want to preempt your honor. Kindly allow me.
Your Honor, I beg that the witness just answer the question that I'm asking. And I deserve a yes or a no answer. If you know, you know or you don't know.
I don't know.
You do not know that it was made. Yes. So, did you ever meet any other police officers from other police stations in that particular Lanet station?
Yes.
Were you able to tell where they had come from?
No, I wasn't, but all I can remember is that they were around 20
officers. Are you able to tell from which police station they had been gathered from?
I can tell. At times you find you.
Are you able to tell? You're not able to tell.
I'm not able to tell.
Now, what brief did you receive at Lanet police station and who briefed you?
you were briefed by Mr. Langat,
Yes.
the Superintendent of Police, informing us that he had received intelligence reports that there was a large number of people who had converged in Infront.
Yes. And therefore,
and our main aim was to go and find out.
no. Yes. And you have received intelligence about large gathering, correct?
Yes.
Is there anything else that he ever told you other than that gathering? Yes?
Nothing else.
Are you aware that Wesley Langat has recorded his statement?
Yes.
And that he's going to be a witness in this case? Would you be surprised if I gave you an excerpt of his statement in respect to the brief that you got? Yes? Would you kindly read the highlighted paragraphs? The three highlighted paragraphs. And before you read, confirm whether that is Mr. Wesley's report or statement.
Yes, according to the address here.
Yes, then read what I have highlighted loudly.
11th May 2023. Report from CCIO Nakuru County that there was an illegal activity being planned or conducted by the proscribed organized criminal gang in Mungiki.
Yes, when did he receive that information and from whom?
On 11 from the CCIO.
From the CCIO. What information did he receive?
Yes.
Yes?
We received information that there was an illegal activity being planned or conducted by the proscribed organized criminal gang in Mungiki.
So that is the intelligence that he's speaking about,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
We therefore know the source of his intelligence, correct?
Yes.
When you receive an intelligence, are you able to confirm the nature of the people gathering there, what they are doing before you visit the scene?
No, you have to visit it.
Yes?
You have to visit the scene first.
Thank you. Read the next one.
On the 12th May 2023 at 4:00 hours, I met all officers at Lane Police Station with plan and briefed them on the nature and scope of the operation. The brief was to conduct a raid on the said property, search, interrogate, and arrest the gang members, if any, and seize illegal drugs or weapons there.
Thank you. So even before you visit the scene, your senior, Mr. Langat, is already briefing you on what you're supposed to do, correct? Correct or not correct?
Not correct.
Read the statement.
This is a statement.
Read, excuse me, sir. Read the statement by Mr. Langat. Don't testify for him. When he comes and
This
reads
is his personal statement.
Mr. Witness,
Yes.
read the statement as written.
The statement has said that.
I'm just asking for one very simple thing.
Yes.
That
Which
you
one
read.
should I read?
Yes, that highlighted one.
And that's what
Yes,
I
please just read it again.
I read. I do recall very well on the 11th May 2020.
He records very well on the
11th of May.
11th.
Yes.
You are aware that your statement is supposed to corroborate all the statements by any other officer,
Yes.
so that these 12 individuals can go to prison and not there, correct?
No. For justice to
No.
be-
You are aware that you're supposed to collaborate the evidence, correct?
Yes.
And that your evidence must be corroborated in a manner that must be watertight to make sure that any doubt is removed from this case, correct?
Right.
That these individuals are members of Mungiki, correct?
That-
That is the evidence you must tie together, correct?
my-
Yes or not?
The investigative
No.
team, yes.
And therefore, whatever Wesley is saying in that statement must be corroborated by your evidence to make sure that you have a watertight case,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
And therefore he says that on the 11th, he received intelligence that there were members of the Mungiki even before going to the scene, correct?
Yes.
And therefore he also says that the brief was to go and confiscate and search and recover drugs, correct?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
When was that and what time?
says here it was on 12 May 2023 at 0400 hours.
0400 hours is what time? 12 hours clock.
It should be 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Was that before the raid or after the raid?
This was before the raid.
Before the raid.
Yes.
So even before the raid, he has already formed an opinion of what you're supposed to wear and such, correct? Read the next paragraph, the highlighted one.
I then told him that the purpose of the raid was to interrogate the occupants, conduct search.
What did you say?
Yes.
Please recap it.
I then told him that the purpose of the raid was to interrogate the occupants.
Told him or told him?
Here it says told him.
Alright?
Yes.
Who is this being told?
Mr. Ndego,
Yes, Your Honor.
you are being unfair to the witness.
I will
For
do
this
it.
reason.
Yes.
Yes, we cannot cross-examine him
Yes, Your Honor.
on another person's statement.
Yes, Your Honor.
Statement is information within the knowledge.
Yes, Your
of-
Honor. I'll not ask him what he's addressing, but just read the excerpt.
Yes.
Read the excerpt.
I then told him that the purpose of the raid was to interrogate the occupants, conduct search therein, and arrest the gang members if any, and seize illegal drugs or weapons therein.
That incident, is it happening before the raid or after the raid?
This is
No, no,
I
no.
believe
The
this is
statement
during-
you've done, the
during.
statement you've read,
Yes.
is it happening before or after the raid?
The first two
No,
parts.
no, no,
are
excuse
before.
me. The last paragraph you've read.
The last is, I believe it's during.
No, no. Just read it again.
Unless I read
Just read it
the
again.
whole.
No, no, no.
Yes.
Oh, you can read and connect. But I'm interested in the highlighted part.
It is during because
No, no. Just read what the statement is, the one that is highlighted.
that is
The highlighted part.
it's the one that read. I then told him that the purpose of the raid was to interrogate.
So the purpose of the raid, that is anticipatory, correct? The purpose of the raid is, that is a futuristic event, correct or not correct? Yes?
On this statement.
Correct or not correct?
Yes. You ask. Come again, please.
The statement reads that the purpose of the raid is, right?
Yes. Here he was telling the.
No, excuse me, I'm not asking what he was telling.
He was telling the.
I'm not interested.
Yes.
The purpose of the raid is to do what?
At what?
No,
Particular.
excuse me. That is
At the
exactly-
briefing, we've read what he says about.
Yeah, I'm interested. I'm comfortable with what
Now
you've done.
during the raid, he says he spoke to the gate man,
Yes.
and he. I
Right.
then told him that.
So the person being addressed here, according to you, and you are there, was the gate man, correct?
Yes.
Did you see Mr. Wesley addressing the gate man?
But I was in a car.
So you never saw him addressing the gate man. But nevertheless, he does
I
address.
saw him with the uniformed officers. I didn't know what they were speaking about.
Okay. But from his
They were in
statement,
assistance, yes.
he says he was addressing the gate man, correct?
Yes.
What is he telling the gate man?
The purpose of the raid was to interrogate the occupants, conduct search therein, and arrest gang members if any,
And
and
what?
seize drugs and weapons.
Before even they get into the compound, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Give me the statement. So even before anything is done, your officer has already formed, your senior has already formed an opinion that they are members of Mungiki here, they are drugs, yes, they are paraphernalias, they must be recovered, correct?
According to the statement.
According to him, correct? And that they are also weapons that must be recovered, correct? According to his. Now, let's go to your statement. You mentioned you recall you mentioned that the area was cordoned, correct?
Yes.
Who did that?
I was part of that team of Condoring.
Yes.
I was part of the team.
Who normally cordons scene of crime?
Anybody who has been assigned that footage. That was being put in
And condoned.
condoned.
Why is a scene of crime condoned?
It is condoned for mainly two purposes.
Yes.
One, to prevent escape
Yes.
or removal of material or exhibits from a scene.
Yes.
Two, to prevent, that is preventing movement from inside to outside.
Yes.
And two is prevent movement from outside to inside.
Why
By
should we,
anybody who, yes?
why should we prevent that movement, either inside or outside?
To preserve,
One, yeah.
preserve the scene and
Preserve the integrity of the scene.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Why should we preserve the integrity of the scene?
Because I believe everything should
Not believe, it's what you know.
everything should be left as is.
Yes.
Everything should be handled as is.
Yes.
Everything should be recorded, should be documented as is.
Is a scene of crime a fundamental and integral part of this file?
Yes, it
Was that scene of crime secured?
is. Yes, it was.
Is it still secured to date?
I can't tell.
No, no.
I'm not sure.
You were there when they finished the exercise, correct?
Yes.
Right? How many officers were left at the scene securing that scene of crime?
I'd say none.
None
To
of
the best
them.
of my knowledge, yes.
Everybody boarded his motor vehicle and left, right? And rushed to record statements, correct? Correct or not correct, Mr. Fuman?
No, everybody went back to their duties.
But the scene was never secured. Right?
That much I know.
The scene was never secured by the officers that you are with on that day, correct?
I can't say.
Excuse me, Mr.
I
Fuman.
don't know the plan.
Do you want to read? Do you want to
When
read?
we left,
Sura ya 25 tena?
When we left,
Do you want to read? Excuse me. Do you want to read Sura ya 25?
I'm saying the truth.
Huo mstari
That when we
nikwambia,
left, there was nobody.
there was no.
Yes.
So as we speak, there is no scene of crime that is existing. So that if you want to tell the court to go and see the house and where these were recovered and how they were recovered, we cannot certainly tell the court. Correct?
A revisit is not possible at this juncture.
Sorry?
A revisit to the scene at this juncture, I believe.
That is not within your power.
Yes?
That's not within your power to determine.
Yes.
So if we go to the court, in the court, we will find a contaminated scene of crime as of now, correct?
Find a home for us.
A contaminated scene of crime, correct?
I don't believe there are scenes that needs to be preserved, there are scenes that don't need to be preserved.
This was not necessary for preservation, correct?
It was documented.
No, I'm asking, this was not a necessary scene of crime for preservation.
It was preserved by documentation.
I don't want to know it was preserved. I'm speaking about that scene of crime. It was not necessary for you people to be diligent enough to preserve that scene of crime, correct?
Scenes that can't be preserved are documented by the CS. And that is very
So,
respectable.
what exactly was documented in respect to that scene of crime? And where is the documentation? That documented scene of crime. As we wait, did you witness the documentation? Did you not? Did you witness the documentation of the scene of crime?
Personally, I did.
You've never witnessed. So what you are testifying cannot then.
Then I should not shoot anyone.
No, listen. It's not you to determine. Yes. Are you a lawyer?
I am not.
Thank you.
But I'm a
It's okay. I know I'm not
officer at the office.
Were you there when the scene of being was being documented?
No.
Who documented it?
Chief Inspector Mahoma Kamau.
Were you there? Did you see Chief Inspector
I saw him,
document it?
yes. I saw him. He came
So,
later.
excuse me, Mr.
I
Witness.
was called in later.
Did you see him? Did you not see him?
I saw him. I didn't see him take it.
So were you there when it was being documented? Do you want to recant your earlier statement?
What I'm saying?
I'm asking, you stated you were not there, correct?
Yes.
Then you want to say that Chief Inspector Wahome documented and you were there. Which one do you want us to take?
No, I'm saying Chief Inspector Wahome came now.
Which version of your story?
From where I was.
Excuse me.
Yes.
And be keen to listen and slow to speak.
Okay.
Which version of your story do you want us to take? The one that you are
Only
there.
want us to clarify, so that I can clarify it.
So were you
once
there?
and for all.
Were you there when the scene of crime was being documented? That's the question.
I wasn't here.
You are not there. So you could not have seen Mr. Wahome.
I saw him. I was seeing the gate when he came in. That is the problem.
So where exactly were you when the scene of crime was being documented?
I was on the outer
Inside
area.
the compound or
Inside the compound.
inside the compound?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Where was the scene of crime being documented from?
Inside the house.
Inside the houses,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So that is what you never witnessed the documentation.
Yes. That part.
What time did Mr. Wahome come to the scene?
Immediately after the operation.
What time? I'm asking. I'm
I'm not.
specific
I can't
about
be
time.
precise. I can't be
Yes?
precise, Your Honor. But
You can remember some details in times, but when I ask when the Wahome came, you cannot remember.
because I wasn't kidding.
Where was Mr. Wahome coming from?
He was coming from the DCI office.
From the DCI office in town,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Who invited Mr. Wahome to the scene?
I believe the charge.
Don't believe.
That's
We are not in a mosque here or in a church. Here in court.
no problem. Your Honor.
Those beliefs you take them elsewhere.
But I still
Who invited him?
I still believe it was Mr. Wesley. I'm not
Don't
sure.
use that terminology.
I'm not sure.
You are not sure. So what time did he come? I put that question to you again.
I would say a few minutes after we had completed.
No, I'm specific about time.
I
Time is
don't-
of the essence here.
I don't know.
You do not know. Normally when an officer is leaving a police station to a scene of crime, what happens before you leave the station?
Procedurally.
Yes, procedurally. I'm interested about the procedure here.
We should book,
Yes,
but there are circumstances.
he should
that do not-
book
Or in the occurrence.
in the current book.
Yes.
Why is he doing the booking?
To show the movement.
To show the movement, right? And also protect the integrity of the process that is undertaking, correct?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And for purposes of accountability and transparency, correct? Is that why we do the booking?
Yes.
Are you aware whether or not Mr. Wahome booked his endeavors for that day in the parents' book?
I'm not sure.
Yes?
I'm not sure.
You had the opportunity of perusing the court file, correct? I said the police file, correct?
I'm not conversant with that procedure because it's
There must be process, correct or not correct? I am not a police officer and I know.
they should.
They must be processed, correct? Why are they being processed?
To have hard copies and
For
keep
purposes
records.
of utilization before this court or any other forum, correct?
Yes.
Right? Are photos certified upon processing?
They should be.
Are they issued with certificates?
They should be.
I'm asking, are they issued with certificates?
The
Certificates certifying that these photos are being certified.
yes, they should be.
Right.
Before being produced, before.
Does that certificate capture, and before I go to that, when forwarding the gadget for purpose of processing, is it always captured in a memo? Police memo?
When?
When Wahome leaves the scene,
Yes.
the alleged Wahome
Yes.
goes to the police station and he begins the process of processing the evidence.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
What happens? Does he just take a camera, go with it, processes it anywhere in Nakuru or anywhere in the government laboratory, right? Or it is kind of documentation?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
What documentation is follow that?
There should be a certificate or
As a certificate.
to satisfy. Or they put a rubber stamp and sign on the photo.
Yes.
That is certification.
But there must be evidence of how the process is going on, correct?
That should be captured
In the memorandum, in the memo. There are police memos, you know that what is it, correct? Have you seen a police memo having that exit?
Having
Ask the prosecution if you want. I want to look at the memorandum for that evidence. Your able counsel is going to help. Please make sure that what you give him is what you have shared with us. I'm specific. I don't want the documentation. I want the police memo, not the photos. I'm so specific of what I want. If you have it there, please, let's move on. Do you have the memo with you?
There's a certification of...
I'm asking the memo, not the certification. You reckon that the memorandum is a statutory form, correct?
Yes.
Yes? You reckon and recognize that the memorandum forwarding exhibits is a statutory form, correct?
Yes.
A police form, correct? That is exactly what I want you to identify.
Where should it be forwarded?
No, don't ask me questions.
Yes.
You are a police officer,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
You understand that exhibits are accompanied by memos, correct? Am I correct?
Your Honor,
Am I correct or not correct?
you are correct. But
And therefore, when you're forwarding this evidence, it must be accompanied by that memo. Correct or not correct?
when you are
Correct or not correct? If I am not correct, tell me I'm not correct. No, I don't want explanations.
memos are done when you are forwarding something to another office. But if he photographs them and produces them with his machines in his office,
You don't require a
he doesn't-
memo.
Yes, he doesn't.
So what replaces the memorandum in that case?
The certification. That
Certification.
Yes.
Do you have that certification with you?
Yes, it's here.
Please hold it. Tell us the date of that certificate.
According to the date here, it's on the 16th.
The 16th.
Yes, of May 2022.
Would you kindly read out the reference number?
It is the reference number is DCI.
Ongeze sauti.
DCI oblique SEC oblique NKU oblique NNT oblique 4 oblique 4 oblique volume 4 of oblique 206.
Perfect, that's what I have.
Yes.
Who is being addressed?
To the in charge CSI Nakuru.
CSI means what?
The crime scene investigation.
Crime scene?
Investigation.
Crime scene?
Investigation.
Investigations.
Yes.
Where are they being addressed?
I see.
Why are they being addressed in specificity?
Why are they being addressed?
Yes.
Because they are the ones who should certify the...
Yes, they are being addressed because they were not at the scene. Correct or not correct?
I'm not aware of that.
Right. Assuming that Mr. Wahome appeared at the scene,
Yes.
would you have addressed this letter to the CSI Nakuru?
No, Mr. Home should have done the certification himself.
Right.
Yes.
He would not have addressed a letter to himself, correct?
Yes.
Is Mr. and who has written that letter?
I see it's Mr.
Shika yo barua,
I see it's Mr. Wesley Lana.
Wesley Langat. Is he a member of the CIC? CSI, sorry.
No, he isn't.
Yes?
He isn't.
So he's addressing another department, correct?
Yes.
In that particular case, is a memorandum important?
I believe it should be.
Don't believe.
Yes.
Is it important?
In some cases...
In that case, is the memorandum a fundamental document?
This letter can...
I'm asking.
This letter can substitute the memo. It
Oh.
serves as a memo too.
So the police can legislate from their police stations. So the police can change the procedures as decreed by the law, correct? The police have that power.
Nobody
So when the law says Form X must be used as a memorandum, the police can decide to replace it, correct?
Nobody should replace it. But it is...
I don't want a but.
It
So
is-
the police can replace it, yes or no?
They should be.
Thank you. So I'm interested about why is CSI being addressed? Why are they the recipient of this information in this case?
I believe Mr. Langat.
Don't believe.
Okay, Mr. Langat will explain.
No, it's
Yes, I
you.
will explain.
You are, by the
On
way,
my part, yes.
have you been to school?
Yes, I have.
What levels?
I'm a diploma holder
Diploma holder in
in government stores.
government stores. Oh, good. But you can understand simple English, simple logic, right? And exercise some bit of reasonableness, correct?
Yes, I can.
And therefore, when I invite you to exercise reasonableness,
Yes.
I invite you to tell me why the in charge of CSI is being addressed by Mr. Langat.
Yeah,
Simple
in the
logic.
letter. In the
Yes,
letter he's been
yes.
addressed to certify the
To certify.
Yes, the photograph.
Would you read the content? And I told you to get hold of that letter. Will you dwell on it?
No problem.
Yeah.
This office.
Shika barua.
Yes.
Yeah, shika barua tusome.
You're in Quran.
Yes, just read it.
This office is investigating a case of being a member of an organized criminal group contrary to section 7B.
It's okay, then read the next one, where we request.
We request for certification of 9 photographs taken at the scene during the recovery of the paraphernalia.
Who is this requesting? Who is requesting?
Mr. Langat,
Mr. Langat. Who is being requested?
the CSI, the in charge CSI.
The CSI. In normal operations, when the scene of crime has properly been documented, does this take place?
No, it doesn't.
Yes. So it is then therefore not true that the scene of crime, Mr. Kamore ever visited that place. You are therefore lying.
Mr. Kamoro was at the scene.
No.
I'm saying what I know with you.
What you saw. Okay, let's proceed. Then what did he say? The photographs. Get hold of that later. I know it's not very pleasant to you.
It is, there's no problem. The photographs were taken by use of mobile phone.
The photographs were taken by use of mobile phone.
Like Techno camera.
Yes.
CS.
And the serial number, correct?
Yes.
Is that the camera that Mr. Kamore brought to the scene?
No, it's not.
Or are you not then therefore lying?
I am not lying. Mr. Kamore was at the scene. He had a photograph. He had a big bag. Whatever what I saw, what I perceived, and what I witnessed at the scene.
If I put it to you that in the entire bag, the only thing that was in that bag was the mobile phone Techno, what would you say? Yes?
I don't know about that.
What would you say?
I wouldn't be saying about that.
Let's proceed. Get hold of the next document. Are you able to see the Mr. Kamore's report?
Yes.
When is it dated?
It's dated 16.
Yes?
16th of May 2020.
What is its reference number?
It's DCI /NKU /CSI /35.
Yes. What is it captured? Reference?
The reference is certificate as to photographic prints.
Yes.
Stroke enlargement.
Then proceed to read what Mr. Kamore is saying.
I, Simon Kamore of CSI Nakuru, being an officer appointed by the DPP under Gazette Notice Number.
That's okay.
Yes. Hereby certified as follows.
Yes.
Number 1, on the 16th day of May 2023
On the 16th day of May 2023
at 09:00
at 09:00
AM,
stop there. At that particular time, on the 16th, were you still at the scene of crime or you had exited the scene of crime?
we had exited by then.
Yes?
We had exited.
Good. Yes, proceed.
I received
I
received
received.
a phone public memory card.
Hold on.
Yes.
You're a diploma holder.
Yes.
I want you to inform us whether you understand the meaning of the word received. If you do not, I'll aid you with giving you the Oxford Dictionary definition as to what that exactly means. Yes? I want you to have a look at. Do you understand what it means? But I also aid you by looking at what the Oxford Dictionary means.
take into one's possession.
Just read it as it is.
Receive functions as a transitive verb that.
Sorry? Functions as
A transitive verb
transiting verb, yes,
that requires an object
that requires an object. In this case, what is the object?
and means.
In this case, what is the object?
the photo.
Therefore,
The memory card. So,
yes. So it's receiving what?
an object.
An object. In our context, is what now it is receiving?
You know?
In our context, what is he receiving?
It says
He received what?
A phone
Yes, a phone.
of the memory card
Yes.
paired to a mobile phone serial number that Techno 16.
Can you receive what you have? Who is conveying you that instrument or that information, correct?
Yes.
In this case, where is Kamore receiving this memory card and the phone from?
The letter it says, I have received a phone memory card paired to that Techno 16.
Refer to the letter that we just read.
Yes.
The first letter. Is that what is now confirming to have received?
Yes.
You know, you must connect them.
Yes.
You must connect Wesley's letter to Kamore's letter, correct?
Yes.
Is it that what is now confirming to have received?
Yes, it's the
Would he have received if he was at the scene?
No.
I therefore put it to you that Mr. Kamore did not visit that scene, and that all what he did it from the comfort of his houses.
I will repeat again.
No.
I'm under oath.
Yes, and not just
Yes,
an oath, also a Muslim who has sworn and read the Quran to speak the truth.
Yes, Mr. Kamara.
Your conscience is the witness. Speak the truth.
Your Honor, I'm saying-
Say that he never visited the scene and that you are here to concoct lies.
No, completely not.
Why was he receiving if it was at all at the station, at the scene? Why was he receiving this camera, this information, if he was at the scene?
Even if I try to explain.
So why was he?
It will only be assumption.
Answer me. Why was he receiving, if at all he was at the scene?
Mr. Kamara will actually explain that.
No, it's you explaining. I'll ask them the question. Why was Mr. Kamore receiving this information, if at all he ever visited the scene?
I can't tell why.
You cannot tell. Now, let's go to the covering report that I spoke about. Right? The covering report. When was the covering report generated? Are you able to tell?
Doesn't have a date.
Yes?
It doesn't have a date.
There's a number date. Correct?
Yes.
But does a covering report appear before the investigations, during the investigations, or before even the raid?
Yes.
Give us a sequence that can ordinarily
Yes.
lead to the generation of a covering report in a criminal case.
What
What
happened?
happened first?
What happens after you included all the?
In this case, for example,
Yes.
would a covering report have been generated before the raid?
No, it's after.
It's after. Number two,
Yes.
will I be right to say that the covering report informs the next course of action?
The covering report?
The covering report informs in the criminal processes, inform the next course of action, correct?
Yes.
That is to say to charge or not to charge, correct?
Yes.
And therefore, will I also be correct to say that the covering report presents the analysis of the evidence as captioned by the investigating officer?
Presents
The analysis of the evidence,
Yes, it does.
right?
Yes.
And will I therefore be able to be right, or rather will I be right if I therefore say that a charge can only be generated pursuant to this report?
This
Will I be right?
that I just
Will I be right to say that in the absence of a covering report, the IO cannot advise the DPP or inform the DPP on the next course of action, correct?
Yes.
Finally, will I also be right to say that upon visiting the scene, in the absence of a report, the IO is not able to tell which offense to charge for, correct?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Now have a look at the investigation diary. Yes? You got it?
Yes.
You got it? We have the first entry and the second entry. Can you see OB?
Yes.
OB marked as 02 stroke 13 stroke 05 stroke 2023.
Yes, I did.
What hour is it?
It says 0028 hours.
Yes. What are the details? The number is OB002 stroke 13 stroke 05 stroke 2023 at 0028 hours. Yes?
Yes.
What does it relate to?
It says prisoners in.
Yes?
It says now Chief Inspector Njiru, PC Boy, PC Omar, PC Morevi, and PC driver Abdi do book in 3 male prisoners, namely Daniel.
Yes, Daniel?
Yes, and then there's Peter.
Mubanjerobi, yes?
Yes. There's Peter Njenga
Yes?
and Simon Mugai
Yes?
to be charged with the offense of organized crime.
Yes?
Now placed in cells by PC Harrison.
Which date is it?
That's the 2.
That is date 2. That is on the 13th, correct?
Sorry, yeah? Yes, 13.
Yes?
13.
When had you visited the scene?
We had visited the scene on 12.
On 12.
Yes.
So this entry of the investigation diary is coming within the investigation period, correct?
Yes.
Before even the generation of the covering report, correct?
Yes.
And therefore even before that, these guys have already been condemned that they are members of the Mungiki, correct? Correct or not correct? From the OB.
They are to be charged with the offense.
They are to be charged
Yes.
with the offense.
Yes.
Are you aware that they have now been charged with the same offense?
Yes, they have.
Yes?
Yes.
So it was a predetermined process, correct?
Depends on the use of English.
Look at entry number 2.
Yes.
That is OB 13 05 23
Yes.
at 13:40 hours.
Yes.
Again, what is happening?
Prisoners in.
Yes? Yes, and the next one?
And Daudi Mwangi.
Daudi Mwangi. Those are the prisoners, correct?
Yes.
What are they to be charged with?
Be charged for the offense of being members of organized criminal gang.
Which organized criminal gang is that?
It's not written.
No, now, which criminal gang is that now that they are now faced that offense?
According to the charge sheet.
No, the charge sheet, yes.
The charge sheet reads, I don't have a copy of the charge sheet.
Mr. Witness, are you telling me that you came here without knowing?
Sorry, the charge sheet it says being members of organized criminal group.
Yes?
Oh. To which Mungiki.
Yes. So even as early as 13th of 13, on May 2023, a decision had been made for them to be charged with being members of Mungiki, correct?
No, it happened.
No, just read.
It's a report.
Can the OB record anything that has not transpired?
No, it can't.
So it reflects the facts of the case, correct or not correct?
As you had asked,
Correct or not
Depends on
correct,
the use-
Mr. Witness?
it depends on
Yes?
the use of English. or ambiguity.
Excuse me, sir. Please
Yes.
don't be clever.
I'm not being clever.
Don't try to teach us what you're supposed to know.
Yes. What is written here, it says to be charged.
to be charged. Are you aware that now we have now been charged with that same offense?
Yes, we are.
So does that OB entry then speak the truthfulness of the case as it is?
Speaking what?
Does it reflect the truthfulness of the case as it is? Yani vile kulisemekana kumetendeka inadhibitisha hayo?
Yes.
Asante. Last entry. Wacha kazi mingi, angalia investigation diary. Are you there?
Yes, which entry?
Yes, the last entry.
Yes.
Yes?
17.
Yes?
Yes.
Entry number?
To be 17 of 13 May 2023.
Yes. Again, who are being, what is happening?
Prisoners book.
Yes, who is being booked? Kitabu unasimama?
Julius Lumo.
Yes.
Kamau. And Samuel Kangede Gigi.
Samuel Kangede?
Gigi.
Yes. What are they being charged of? Why are they being booked in the entry?
To be charged for the offense of being members of organized criminal gang.
Do you know why they are here?
They've been charged before.
With which offense?
The same, being members.
The next entry, sit down.
OB number?
No, that's enough. That's OP is enough. So does it surprise you, Mr. Witness, that decisions even prior to that, even before the conclusion of evidence gathering, a decision had already been made?
I wouldn't.
Not be surprised.
I wouldn't say that.
You know, I've asked
Investigations.
No, excuse me, Mr. Witness.
Yes.
It's either you are surprised or not surprised. That's the answer that I want. Would you be surprised, therefore, that even during the gathering of evidence, a decision had been made and that the police were properly briefed as to the purpose of the raid? Would it surprise you that what was captured by the OBs at the end of the day resulted to them being charged that offense? Would it surprise you? Yes or no? I just need a yes or a no answer. I do not need explanations. I just need a yes or a no answer. Would it therefore surprise you? You will not receive any solace or any immunization from the court. It's me and you. Would it surprise you? Yes or no? Would it surprise you, Mr. Witness? Yes or no?
It's written that they
Would it surprise
It's
you,
not a
Mr. Witness? Would it surprise you?
You get
I
booked,
just, excuse me,
you
Mr.
get
Witness,
booked and then you
excuse
get
me.
a chance.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I am asking a very simple question.
Yes, sir.
I have read you through the process of the evidence.
Yes.
We have all agreed that what was captured by the OB has ended up with a charge and the accused are before this court, correct?
Yes.
So my question is, the decision, the entries were done on various dates on the 13th, correct?
Yes.
The decision to charge was done on the 20th
Yes.
of May, correct?
Yes.
About 7 days later, correct?
The
7 days later from the date of the entry of the OBs, correct?
what was done later? 7 days.
The charging,
Yes. Yes.
right?
Yes.
But they were charged with the same offense as captured by the OB, correct? See, correct?
Not specifically.
No, that's what you have said.
Yes.
Is that what you have not said?
I remember it was
Yes,
there.
then show us from the covering report. Only 3 issues.
The first one is
The first one, identified for us in the covering report where Mr. Misoi speaks about the scene of crime being visited by Mr. Kamore. Number 2, where that entry was done before he left the station to the
It's
scene
not
of crime.
included here.
It's not included. Thank you. I'm just about to be done.
yes.
And by the way, have a look at the charge sheet once more. And the first count, the holding count.
Yes.
Yes? Would you read the first count? I don't read the parties, just I'm interested with on diverse dates.
The particulars of offense.
Yes.
On diverse dates dated, on diverse dates between 12 May
No, you're not reading the charge that I want you to read. Mine reads, on diverse dates between 11th May 2023 and 18th May 2023 in Nakuru sub-county within Nakuru County, jointly with others not before court. The charge sheet. The first charge, the first count.
Yes.
Yes?
Or the amended, yes.
Yes? What does it say?
Yes. On the diverse dates between 11 May and 18th May 2023.
Thank you. I want you to have a look at the accused persons.
Yes.
When was the first accused person arrested? When was he arrested?
I don't know.
Yes?
I don't know.
Was he arrested during that suit?
No, he wasn't.
Was he present?
He wasn't.
Did you see him?
No, he wasn't.
Thank you. Listen. Yes, the next one. Okay, the rest can stand. Among the standing accused persons,
Yes.
who were arrested at Panyeroro?
I believe the first.
Not believe. You saw. Why you not there?
Yes, that's all.
Yes, please identify for us.
It's just my use of English.
Yes?
It's just my use of English. Just a word in the
Yeah.
Doesn't mean a lot.
Something different.
Doesn't mean a lot. The first gentleman in a blue denim.
Yes?
The second gentleman in a hood, in a black hood. The way behind them. The tall gentleman with the greenish shirt.
Yes?
The other one, the
You
one.
can identify them by their, you know, it's either accused 1, accused 2, or accused 3. Identify them in that manner.
Okay, accused 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And
Yes.
And the eighth one who is leaning on the.
Who is the 8th one?
The one with the gray shirt.
Who is the 8th accused? The gray shirt. These gentlemen.
Yes.
They were all arrested at Wanyororo.
Yes.
What time were they arrested?
It was around 4, 5.
Which date?
The morning of 12.
Which date?
12.
Which date?
12th of May 2020.
Did you witness the arrest?
Yes, I was there.
Upon the arrest, what happened to them?
We escorted them to the DCI offices
You escorted them to?
the DCI offices in Nakuru.
Yes? Is that what is captured by the... Yes. The first entry, 05.
States recovery of firearms.
Yes?
From the narcotic drugs of the garage of.
And these are suspects that were arrested on that day, you confirm?
Yes.
Were they booked in the police station?
They were booked with the OBs that you are reading.
You have the OB where they were booked?
The ones that you are reading.
You have the OB where they were booked?
They don't have.
But you confirm they were in a police station, correct?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
When were they granted bail or bond at the police station?
My duty after I escorted.
Were they, are you aware or you're not aware?
I'm not aware.
I put it to you that are you aware that an application, a miscellaneous application was brought before this court? Are you aware?
I never followed through with
I'll then therefore make you aware.
Yes.
I will inform you. I'm very generous with information. That is a miscellaneous application that was filed before this court, correct?
Yes.
Would you identify the parties, the case number and the parties?
This application number.
Yes, the case number.
It says miscellaneous number E346. E346 of 2020.
Who is the applicant?
The applicant is Eliud Misoi.
Misoi. Is Misoi the IO in this case?
Yes, it is.
Yes?
Yes.
Who are the respondents?
The respondents are Daudi Mwangi.
The respondents that one that are now before this court?
Yes.
Yes. What was he seeking?
Was seeking pray that the Honorable Court issue me with an order for the respondent
Yes.
to be detained at Bahati Police
To
Station.
be
for 7
detained
days.
at Bahati Police.
Station
Yes.
for 7 days.
For 7 days. Are you aware whether or not the orders were granted?
I'm not aware.
Peruse. Have you seen something written as orders?
Yes, sir.
Would you kindly read them out?
Whereas it has been proved to me on oath,
No, the last one.
now therefore I authorize that Eliud Isoi, a police
Who is being authorized by the court? The applicant, correct?
Yes.
Yes, to do what?
Police officer attached to this year now in order to detain the suspects, namely,
To detain the suspects, correct?
yes, for 7 days to enable.
When is the date of the application?
Yes. The date is on.
Is it not on the 15th of May? Yes?
The application. Doesn't have a date.
She has a date. The date is that of 15th of May.
15, yes.
Yes. So when were the 7 days lapsing? And by the way, why was it done on 7? They were arrested on 12, correct?
Yes.
The application is brought before court on 15.
Yes.
Would you explain what happened why the application was not brought on the 13th and the 14th?
It was a weekend.
It was a weekend. That's why the application is coming up on Monday, correct?
Yes.
The 15th, yes?
Yes.
When were the 7 days to lapse?
7 days, the next Monday.
No, when? Which date? We're interested in the date. 15 plus 7. 22, correct? So between the 13th, between the 12th to the 18th, where were the accused persons?
Between?
Between the 12th
Yes.
and the 18th, where were the accused persons?
In custody?
They were in custody. Yes? Read the first charge.
The first charge.
Yes, the first count.
Being members of the organized criminal.
Yes, yes, but I'm interested in the last part about the date, the diverse dates.
On diverse dates between 11th and 18th May 2023.
Well, they did what? They committed the offenses, correct?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
But I and you have agreed that they're in police custody, correct?
Yes.
Does that make sense to you?
No, it doesn't.
Yes?
It doesn't.
Can it make sense to any other person?
It doesn't.
Did they commit that offense while they were still in police custody?
No.
Yes?
No, they didn't.
Let's assume that they did. Yes?
Yes.
Does that mean that the police were accomplices?
If they did well, that's what they should.
Thank you. Did you see the recovery of the so-called paraphernalias?
Yes.
Did you see the recovery of the so-called paraphernalians?
I only saw them. I didn't see them being recovered.
Yes. For example, we have some. What did you see? You saw this gold.
Yes, there was a.
Where was it recovered from?
I don't know.
Yes?
I don't know. By the time I
No, no. Was it recovered at one? Remember, we have two scenes of crimes here. We have one at Wanyororo and the other one at Njiru, right?
Yes.
Did you go to Njiru yourself?
No, I didn't.
So this was recovered at place.
I only conducted.
But you saw it. Did you see this one? Did you see this gadget? Did you see this gadget at Wanyororo? Did you see this guard, so-called guard, or so-called calabash?
There was a number of.
Did you see it or you never saw it? Did you see it or never saw it?
I saw paraphernalia.
I'm asking, did you see this?
What
Did you
it
see
was.
this calabash?
Yes, I believe I saw it.
Not believe. Did you see it or you never saw it? I want us very
I saw
certain
it.
you saw it. From whom among the accused persons was it recovered from? Who was in possession of this gourd?
As I said, when I entered the
Who was in possession? You know or you don't know?
I don't know.
What was it supposed to be used for?
I don't know. Rituals of I don't know.
I believe you're an African, correct?
Yes, I am.
And I believe that you know gourds and calabashes, correct?
Yes, I am.
Where do they come from?
They are grown.
They are grown.
Yes.
And what is the character of a gourd? Is it something that's fragile or not fragile?
It is fragile.
Fragile, correct? What that means, if I was to drop it down here, it would break down. It would break into pieces. Correct?
Yes.
Have a look at this. What is that purported calabash made of?
Leather.
It's leather.
Yes.
Just drop it down, pop, we see.
It won't,
You can even hit it against the wall.
it won't break.
Why?
Because it's leather.
It's leather. Are calabashes made of leather?
No, they're not.
Thank you. And I'm just about to be done. You indicated that you stayed at the gate for about 10 minutes before the gate was opened.
Approximately.
Yes? And you are convinced that you are going to get guns and drugs in that compound as briefed by Mr. Wesley, correct? The brief of Mr. Wesley was to go and recover his things. Drugs.
Go find out.
No, it's okay. That's the mission, correct? Yes?
Find out.
To find out, correct? And therefore you are suspicious that there might be guns, drugs, narcotic, and psychotropic substances, correct? Yeah, you are suspicious, correct or not correct? The group was suspicious.
You would have found anything.
Perfect. Anything that is connected with the crime, correct? Right? And therefore, to a police officer who is diligent enough, every minute counts in a crime scene, correct?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
To the extent that if 10 minutes were to lapse, evidence of what you are looking for could have actually have also lapsed or be hidden or something.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
And these are the guys who had guns in their offices, in the houses, correct? Yeah? I now want to address your consciousness and your ability to reason if you can.
Yes.
Would a diligent person who knows that I have illegal guns and drugs in a house and the police are here just have been seated there waiting for them to come?
No. They were asleep.
Yes?
They were all asleep.
They were all asleep. So they never knew what was even happening. Even the watchman, did the watchman stay at the gate waiting to open, or what? Where did he go? Are you able to tell?
They were engaged in a...
So he never went anywhere, correct?
Yes.
But whether the gate was opened or not, the police were still to gain entry anyway, correct? And therefore it was incumbent for this person kwenda kujisaidia asipatikane na hizi vitu. Kweli ama si kweli? Did he do that?
He did.
Did he comply to open the house?
I don't...
Did he comply or he was compelled?
The gate.
Yeah, no, the gate. Did he open it voluntarily or he was compelled?
After the conversation we opened.
He opened. Did he voluntarily open the house?
Yes, he did.
Is that were the gadgets recovered in the house purportedly?
Purportedly, yes.
Yes, but he voluntarily opened it.